Hello everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIII. We are back in the correct timeline after our little trip back to the past before for the lost episode. Thank you for everyone who's been watching that one. It was really nice to be able to go back and record that. But we are back here now in the Gapra Whitewood. One of my absolute favourite areas from the entire trilogy. It is just gorgeous. The music is gorgeous. And it looks amazing in the game passport. Okay, well, I mean, look, the textures are... It's a bit wobbly, but it's fine. It looks amazing. Look at it. This game came out, what, 12 years? 11 years ago? 12 years ago? A long time ago. I can't speak. I can't speak English today. Never mind. It came out a while ago. It looks great. I love this game. Anyway.
There are a lot of feral creatures here, too. They're a little different from the military breed. This is an army facility for turning wildlife into weapons.
Civilians aren't allowed in here, are they?
We'll have to be sure and tell them if we see any.
Lightning with the sass. Love it. Yes. Final Fantasy, I do understand how arenas work. So this is the arena area down here. This never really ever comes back. This sort of style of gameplay. Until kind of the second game. Has a little bit of this in the second game where you get sort of gated off in various arenas and have to kill enemies off. But yeah, for some reason they feel they have to turn this into a big deal. Like, woo, we've got arenas. Wow, cool. Everyone loves arenas.
Be ready for the next fight.
But it is kind of interesting story-wise because this is where they created all of the sort of biomechanical versions of these animals. So these are really the first time we fight any of these more natural variants of these creature enemies. That so far we've been fighting all the sort of militarized robot versions, cyborg versions, if you want to think of them that way. But these are actually the proper, well, I mean, not proper, but you know what I mean. These are the natural versions of those. So these Lobos are the, those dog enemies we've been fighting mechanical versions of. Well, Hope and Lightning aren't necessarily the strongest sort of duo combination early game. I do prefer them a little bit to Sars and Vanille, just because Lightning can actually deal out some halfway decent damage, and she functions very well as both a Commando and a Ravager, where Sars is just not great as a Commando. Even late game, he's probably one of the slower attackers, and as much as I love Sars and I absolutely love Vanille, I enjoy the dynamic and the storytelling of Hope and Lightning at this stage of the game. So while I do feel that the Sars Vanille section is definitely a bit of a pace killer, I don't mind this one so much, even if some of these battles are a little bit more protracted and drawn out, as it were. I still feel that this is definitely the most interesting of the various duos that you play as early game. Obviously, even fans of this game will tell you that it works a lot better once you unlock the trios and you can fully use the paradigm system properly. I mean, no one's going to argue that, you know, the gameplay is at its most interesting this early. But story before gameplay. It could be worse. We could be back in the mines fighting robots and bombs. So, you know, take what little victories we can get. I kind of feel like dual casting's better here. Take a little while. There's such a dual casting.
How about this, Light?
So has anyone been playing the Game Pass version on PC or consoles or wherever it is? Yeah, I'm just gonna... No, I'm not gonna fight all of these. It's this one. I'll fight this one. There's an item here. These guys don't take long. I definitely am enjoying it more than the Steam version. I don't know how much of it's just a placebo effect, but I know for a fact that I've cranked this all the way up to full settings pretty much, and I'm still barely getting a frame drop. So, you know, I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. That is a victory in my book. I don't really think they've... At first I thought they'd bumped up the texture quality a bit more, but I think that's more a case of the fact that the internal resolutions are now actually working correctly that makes it look like the textures are a lot higher quality. Just having gone back and watched some of my older videos... do I need to kill all of these? Let's kill these guys. See if it drops it down. I have a feeling, after I poked fun at that tutorial, I have a feeling it was telling me I actually have to kill all of these things. Whoops! Never mind. I should be doing Kira. I don't know why I'm doing that. Kira, fire. Baboom! But it looks good and it plays good. So far, I haven't had a single issue with it. And thanks to skipping the cutscenes and not having any crashes or anything, I actually flew through getting up to this section. Oh, we didn't need to kill those ones. Good. Lovely. Okay, so we just need to kill the ones by the gates then, I think. Yeah, next time I save, I'll check how long the how long it actually took me to get here, but it definitely wasn't as long as 8 hours like it previously did. Hello, big boy. Okay, straight to Super Soldier. No, protect.
Come on, Light.
Thank you. That's all we really need there. Then we just hit him with the dual casting.
Would this work better, Light?
Get the old yin and yang. That's the dual casting. And slash and burn to finish him off. The combat might not be the most interactive thing in the world, but bloody hell it looks good. Especially once you start unlocking lots of aerial attacks and things like that. I mean, yeah, you don't really have to press that many buttons, but, you know. Call me a casual, but, you know, sometimes I'd rather look at this than just the same old bloody turn-based combat all the time. Come on, get him. There we go. Lovely. Not to knock turn-based combat. There's plenty of turn-based combat games I like.
Alarm.
But, you know.
The observation battalion will be coming.
Let him come.
Yeah, hope. Get him. But, I mean, look. I think Final Fantasy XIII gets unfairly knocked for having uninteresting combat. Because I don't know if this is like a hot take or not, but I don't think any of the Final Fantasy games really have that interesting combat. Or even RPGs in general have that interesting a combat. It's very rare I play one where I just, you know, play it for the combat. It could have decent combat, but oh, that's a big group. Goodness me. Oh, that tanked the frame rate for a second. But, I mean, I like Tales of Berseria. Certainly more kind of action-based. I definitely think that they're more engaging. But, you know, especially with the Final Fantasy series is concerned, I mean, you got 5 or 6 different flavors of turn-based. You've got Final Fantasy XII's sort of auto combat thing, which is it's fine. Not the biggest fan of that, but you know, it's fine. I don't really get where all this magical, incredible combat systems were in, you know, all these other Final Fantasy games that made it worth, you know, picking on this one for? I don't know. There's been Final Fantasy games after this one that were better. Lightning Returns definitely probably has the best combat out of any Final Fantasy game as far as still feeling like Final Fantasy combat while being unique. I mean, obviously 15 has really good action combat. But I don't know, before this one, was there really any Final Fantasy game that had really good combat? Yeah, maybe there was. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Should I just keep pumping his health up? Let's just keep pumping his health up for now. Yeah, I've never really ever been blown away by Final Fantasy combat, so I feel like if you're knocking Final Fantasy for being kind of uninteresting combat-wise, you could kind of just point the gun at any Final Fantasy there.
What's eating you? Okay, I can tell you're hung up on something. Is it the Lassie thing?
Poor Lightning, she is trying. She's really trying.
Isn't it? What happened with him?
You wouldn't understand.
You and I are partners, Hope.
My mother was killed because of him. It's his fault. And he needs to pay for it. I'm not ready yet, but I will be soon. That's why I followed you. Snow dragged us all into this. You and me, your sister Sarah. He's gotta pay. I've gotta be stronger.
You can't not feel sorry for Hope. You can't. You really can't. I will never... I don't know. I'll never understand people that poke fun at Hope's character. And the kid's had his mother killed, he's been dragged off with a whole bunch of people he didn't know, all because he happened to accidentally have a holiday in a town that, yeah, I don't know. I've said it before. I was going to see how long it took me. Yeah, so now we're only at 5 hours instead of 8.5 or whatever it was for the other one. So that was good. Does show that I probably skipped about, what's that, 3 hours worth of cutscenes there? Oh well. Not the end of the world.
I'll never pull this off if I don't come now.
Oh, excuse me. Hello. Trying to fight you, sir. Run straight past me? How rude.
Let's get this over with.
Indeed.
Keep up with me, Hope.
Come on, Lightning.
Yes, buff up, just to be safe. You guys can do a bit of damage. Yeah, nice and easy. Dual cast.
Follow my lead, Hope.
It's a bit of a bummer that neither of them are saboteurs, so you sort of get the fun of mucking about with the debuffs with Neil, and then you kind of lose that for this section. It would be quite useful against some of these guys. Make a bit shorter work of them.
Easy.
Yes, indeed it was. Was it worth coming over? Oh, yes, totally worth coming over here. Star pendant. I don't know what that is. What is a star pendant? Is that something you want, Hope? Star pendant. Resist poison. That would actually be really useful right now, because pretty much every enemy here has poison attacks. Very good. It was worth coming that way. Oh, good. Snuck up on you. Haha. Awesome. Get him. Stabilize, stagger this one. Go, Hope. Stagger him. Right, should be able to knock both of these out while they're still staggered. If I get really lucky. There we go. Other one. Yeah, he's still staggered. Wow, they stagger for ages. Impressive. Well, that worked. Very tidy. Cool. Back up the tree. Ah, I love the design of these electrical tree things. Very cool. I know a leaf in the way.
Could I use one of those?
Bit too heavy for you.
Okay.
You became a lessee, so now you're gonna marry this idiot? And you think I'm gonna buy that? Full points for originality. But don't forget, if you really are a lessee, it's my job to deal with you. Sis. This is ridiculous. Worst birthday ever.
Wait, Sarah! Why won't you believe her?
You kidding me? She gets made a lessee and you pop the question?
Lightning, stop it!
No, you stop it! Get out of my house.
You're shutting her out! She's your sister! Fine. I'll do it. I'll protect her.
Now, lightning does come off a little harsh here, but I mean, it's Snow. Who the hell would you want marrying Snow? King bloody doofus. I'm not sure if I'm down with this whole Snow's a himbo thing that's been going around on Twitter lately. He's dumb, but I don't think he's kind enough. It's like he's too earnest and hurtful in his kindness, I think, to be a real himbo. I'll always imagine Kronk as the ultimate himbo. You know.
How practical.
Oh my goodness, I love her face so much when she says that.
Late last night, officials confirmed the presence of a pulse fal'C inside the city of Bodum.
How practical.
Acting with fal'C Eden's approval, authorities declared a state of emergency.
Such a Daria
The
moment.
entire district will be quarantined in response to this crisis. This is a Sanctum Bulletin. Late last night,
you fucked
officials
up.
confirmed the presence of a pulse fal'C inside the city of Bodum. Acting with
Sarah, I should have listened to you.
See, she's learning and growing, but of course we'd have to play through the game to know that, and not just write her off as a bitch, as everyone does. Like I said, my sister was marrying Snow. I would not be happy about it either. Big old doofus.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal, kid. Meant to teleport behind him when they say that, Lightning. Oh, that star pendant worked. He didn't get poisoned then. Cool.
Just another battle.
I think I'm getting the hang of fighting thanks to you.
Like, I know the whole lightning giving hope thing is meant to be what am I trying to say? I know that the whole lightning giving hope, her knife thing, is meant to be symbolic. But the kid's got this crazy, over-the-top, bloody, hyper-powerful boomerang thing. And he's acting like he's completely helpless in battle. He's not. I mean, who needs a piddly knife? Kid's got bloody magic lightning boomerang thing.
Just another battle.
I think the magic lightning boomerang will be a lot more effective against Snow than the piddly little knife will be. And maybe that's just me. Ooh, edged weapons. The difference of that one. Yeah, it's better base stats. I'm not losing much bit of strength. Seems a bit more balanced overall. Losing 40 damage on the strength and the physical wall, but gaining more magic. It's probably better because I'm eventually going to spec Lightning for a more Ravager support sort of role, and less as a commando, so it might be worth slowly moving her in that direction now. Yeah, doesn't seem to have put much a dent in her damage.
That's it, Hope.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
another
comparable
battle.
between the spells and her regular attacks there. That's good. Be nice and balanced. Especially after we upgraded a bit. What have we got over here?
You picked the wrong fight.
Might just get a preemptive on you. Just to make short work of you.
This would be interesting.
There's not much of an issue handling him, but as well. Should be able to drop him on a single stagger. Gotta get the timing right so he actually stays in the air would be useful. Has that got it? Oh, almost. I'm not gonna get him. Oh no, we are. Go. There we go.
Be ready for the next fight.
Almost wasted that stacker then. How's our CP going? That's alright. Is this the big one? Alright, I'm just gonna buy some upgrade. Is it this one? No. Should be this one. Buy some upgrade materials. Buff up lightning sword a little bit. Which one was that? The edge carbine. Here we go. Even just get a couple of, yeah, there we go. So it's definitely slightly more magic focused. That's good. Alright, should be just out the other side of, can I just squeeze through this? I can just squeeze through this way. That's a very effective fence. I mean, I guess he can't fit out of it. Still.
Thanks.
Ow.
Follow my lead.
Sword's got a really satisfying chunk to it when it hits. Chunk. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Very satisfying. Oh, lost the stagger there. That's a bugger. Ooh. Ow.
Just hang on.
Gotcha.
Easy.
So that is the benefit of Protect there, because otherwise that heave would have absolutely one-hit him. Right, you guys got anything interesting? No. Should be able to avoid you. And avoid you. You guarding something? Yeah, you're guarding something. Here we go again. Take out the crawlies first.
Stay down.
Sword just looks nasty too. Look at that. Ouch.
Keep it up. Nothing personal.
Come on, let's drop him. Yeah, heal up. Oh man, lightning is such a slow bloody medic. How slow that animation is. Frustrates me to no end.
Come on, Light.
Just like, heal you. Yes.
Time to switch it up.
Come on, you bugger. Launch him. Let's go. Man, he does not stay staggered for long.
Keep up with me, Hope.
Ow. Oh, I hate that sound that Hope makes when he gets hit. It's so horrible. Poor kid. Like, I should have laughed, poor kid. Getting nice and pumped up. I forgot how long this section goes on for. Pretty sure it's over after this bit. Just trying to remember what comes next. Go away. Don't need to fight you. Nothing over there. You guys are busy fighting each other. That should be fine. I know I meant to go the other way, but... Is there anything over here? Literally just you. Oh no, big guy came running in. Missed him. Drop the Spectre first. A short whip of him. That's a lucky dodge.
Target to target. Good call.
You know what? Just for something different. Been a little while.
Odin.
Let's do this with Odin. I want to see how he does against it.
Cut us a path.
Oh yeah. That works. Might even be able to kill him without going to Stolt here. Get some decent damage in on him. Well, we're gonna fully pump up Gestalt anyway. Just wait for it. It's a race. We're gonna do it. 3, 2, 1. Gestalt.
We do this together.
Almost got it without the Gestalt. Alright. Hit him with the mega attack. Should all be over.
Let's ride.
Yeah.
The storm is here.
Goodbye. Skadoosh. Yep, that does
Until
it.
next time.
That makes short work of it. Hey, the item was worth it. Watchman's Amulet. Okay, what is that? Critical Veil. Meh. Not really seeing that worthwhile. Anything else here? No. Oh well. Nothing else there. Got to use Odin again. There's really not usually that many reasons to use the summons. But they're still fun. They're not quite the one-hit win button as they are in some other Final Fantasy games. Up the elevator. Music's changing. It's an interesting sign. Now we're back to all of this again. Alright. Not quite sure how we're doing for time. Might wrap up this one. No, we'll go a little further. How we're looking? Where we started? 5 at 9, 23, 36. Ah, it's only been 40 minutes. We'll keep going. I should have a timer going, shouldn't I? Oh, more of these. Don't like that. Oh, there we go.
Good call. Time to switch it up. Follow my lead.
Should be able to just methodically pick these apart. I don't run into too much trouble. Come on, Hope. Hit him, hit him, hit him! Ah! See, if we don't run into trouble like that, for example, would be useful.
Keep up with me.
I mean, the only benefit to these long bloody battles is at least you get to listen to Lightning's theme. The coolest battle theme ever. Ow.
Follow my lead.
One to go. Ow. Gotcha. Right, that wasn't so bad. Yep, bunch of dead dudes.
What happened here?
Bad luck. They came looking for us and found something worse.
We can't just leave them like this.
Don't touch anything! Control your emotions. If you want to survive, you forget about sympathy. How can I explain? Think of it like a strategy. Focus on your ultimate goal and shut out everything else. Still your mind. Move on instinct. Let doubt take over, and despair will cripple you.
Strategy. Good. I'll take anything to help me get through this. I'll call it Operation Nora.
Nora,
My mother's name.
your revenge?
Yes. Don't tell me. I know getting revenge on him won't bring her back. I know that! But sorry won't cut it.
Snow didn't kill your mother. The Sanctum did.
Whose side are you on?
The side of truth.
Fine. I'll fight the Sanctum with you. I'll learn to survive.
How can you judge someone else when you know that you're the same? Even I have dark secrets. Secrets I'd rather forget.
Mysterious. Right, well this is actually a really good point to wrap things up. So I'm just going to go back and save here. Things are heating up! Things are coming to a head. We'll have to see where Lightning and Hope's journey takes them in the next episode of Final Fantasy XIII. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.